Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another Across the Lane game of the week tonight. Archbishop Hoban, the Knights, undefeated, coming in against Walsh Jesuit. The Warriors coming in at 4-1. James Heath with you tonight. We'll get to video of the field here in a little bit. But first of all, I want to thank you for tuning in on a Friday night. And what a Friday night it's definitely have a feeling this is going to be one of the best games in Northeast Ohio as the Knights riding high with, needless to say, not really being pushed too much in 5 games. Last week, a huge victory over St. Ignatius. Coach Kyle's team came in expecting better results and left a loss. But needless to say, that may have been the most complete game that Archbishop Hoban has played all year. The defense has been consistent, the offense as well. But needless to say, every time that Ignatius seemed to rise to the challenge, so did the Knights. So definitely, the Knights, do they overlook the Warriors tonight? Probably not. Not a lot of love lost between these two teams. Needless to say, this has become a rivalry, to say the least. So, Walsh Jesuit, led by Nick Alexander. I said a few years ago, Coach Alexander had a 1-win season, a win over NDC. I happened to mention to someone I thought that something was going to turn around with this program. Sure enough, here we are. Walsh, definitely when you talk about Walsh Jesuit, the Warriors are back. Coach Alexander has this program trending in the right direction, and it's going to be a heck of a matchup tonight. When we talk about the Knights offensively, you got to start with Lamar Spurling. However, Ja'Kai Long in the passing game starting to come along for the Knights. Defensively, it's a whole host of Knights every single night. Great effort and getting to the football. So, needless to say, whenever you talk about the Warriors, they're doing it as a team. They seem to have gotten some energy from their big overtime win against Benedictine to open the season as well. So, as I mentioned, looks to be a great evening here. Weather, you couldn't ask for better football weather this evening. Clouds, needless to say, will take away some of that glare of the sun, so receivers shouldn't have any issue. A slight breeze. Both teams are out on the field as they go through warm-ups. And again, pristine conditions. We are about 24 minutes away from tonight's action. Let's talk a little bit of Northeast Ohio sports quickly, though. Heck of a time to be a sports fan in Northeast Ohio. Most of you probably watched the Browns, and you took Friday off. Good for you. You were lucky. Some of us couldn't. Yours truly did not. But needless to say, after a bitterly disappointing loss, the Browns got back on track last night, beating the rival Steelers. Many people said to me in the office today, I was waiting for something bad to happen. It didn't. Jacoby Brissett did a great job with the offense. Nick Chubb doing what he does best. And in the words of Mike Tomlin, he owned the game, and they really controlled the game, the Browns did last night. Then we talk about on the corner of Carnegie and Ontario, the team over there. Some people still refer to them as the Indians, the Guardians. Needless to say, looking for a little October magic as they cut their magic number down to 5. At the beginning of the season, if you told me that they would possibly win 90 games, I would have told you that I would like to have whatever you're drinking or whatever you're eating, because that was definitely something far, far away. So, needless to say, it's a great time to be a sports fan at Northeast Ohio. A lot of football action going on this evening, but we are here and ready for this game tonight between the Knights and the Warriors. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get ready for some action, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Please stay tuned. Coming up, Knights Warriors on Across the Land, Game of the Week. Test, test, test.
Pray for our teams, our coaches, fans, and officials tonight. May we all see high school sports as a means to recreate ourselves in God's image and act in a spirit of sportsmanship and integrity. We ask all of this in your name, filled with a spirit of gratitude and joy for the gift of sports. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing as the Walsh Jesuit Warrior Corps performs our alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other, and are deeply grateful to our veterans who have sacrificed personally and served so heroically. During this time of Richard I, we recognize the rights of our students and all Americans and their desire for greater justice. We ask that each of you also respect that privilege during our national anthem. Vocals being provided by Audrey Nyman, and on the backup is the Walsh Jesuit Warrior Corps.
We are little over 4 minutes away from kickoff tonight, as again, the undefeated Archbishop Hoban Knights come in to face the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Again, James Heath with you. Thank you for tuning into another Across the Land Game of the Week. Took last week off. We're back for round two. Hopefully more to come, but needless to say, as I said in the pregame, I believe wholeheartedly this is going to be one of the better games across Northeast Ohio. Needless to say, these two teams, rivals before, but recent matchups have definitely been entertaining to say the least. So last time these two teams faced off, playoffs last year, and Hoban dominated that game. That's got to be on the mind of the Warriors as they come in tonight. Hoban comes in at 5-0, coming off a big win at home against St. Ignatius. And the Walsh Jesuit Warriors come in off a big win as they travel down to Columbus and beat Columbus DeSales last week.
We know the coaches. Nick Alexander has turned the program around and got it trending in the right direction here at Walsh Jesuit. And then on the other side, Tim Terrell, a championship coach who, needless to say, has his team moving in also in the right direction. But this one is perfect. The weather is football perfect. The teams, Hoban tonight, wearing probably what looked to be all white, and then their student section with the white out. On the other side, Walsh Jesuit, dark uniforms at home, and their student section chooses the opposite of a whiteout, a blackout. So needless to say, these two teams and their fan bases are ready for this one this evening. As we wait for both teams to come out onto the field. We'll apologize ahead of time. We won't be able to show you the clock, but you'll know, or down a distance. However, I'll make sure to mention that plenty. We'll get along just fine this evening for a great game. So it looks like both teams making their way, as Archbishop Hoban making their way around the track in front of the scoreboard as you see on your screen. The Warriors of Walsh Jesuit perhaps waiting for them to clear before they come out for this game this evening. We want to say a special thank you to President Carl Ertl, Principal Sean Lynch, and especially Athletic Director Mark Hassman, as Walsh Jesuit was kind enough to let us come in and do the game this evening. And needless to say, this is one that was on the calendar and circled, and thanks to them, we're able to bring it to you. So thank you for tuning in. We are just about ready to go, and you can feel the electricity rising here at Walsh Jesuit this evening. Archbishop Hoban and the all-whites across the way. Nick Alexander on the sideline. Try to get everybody fired up. I don't think it's going to take too much to get fired up for this one. As the music adds just a little extra tonight. I believe Walsh won the coin toss. We know that they will receive to start the game. Both teams, special teams, up first, getting final instructions. Ready to come out onto the field. Warriors already in alignment. The Knights junior kicker Ryan Burns ready to tee it up and put toe to leather to get this one started. Everyone is lined up. We are ready to go. The game of the week coming at you, junior Ryan Burns. And he backs off, of course. After a little bit of hesitation, he kicks the ball off, a squib, fielded at the 20, to the 30, 35, and about the 30, looks like about the 37-yard line is where the Warriors will start out. Coach Nick Alexander's team ready to come out on offense to start. They are led by senior quarterback Ryan Kirscher. Empty look. Trips left, two receivers right. Kirscher ready for the first snap of the contest. And a quick throw to the outside. Caught at the 45. And the Knights make the tackle there. So call it a 7-yard game. Second and 3. Kersher drops. Pressure comes. Steps up in the pocket. Now flushed. Little shovel pass out to the 50. And finally down at the 45. Tackle made by number 3, Ricky Williams of the Knights. But that'll be a first down for the Warriors. Kersher felt pressure, and now they're going to go fast. Warriors look to go tempo. They're going to go empty. No one in the backfield. Kersher waits, drops, quick throw, and that is high. Intended receiver is Quentin Walton. Knights were there, but the throw was high. Brings up second down and 10. Again, just getting started. A little over 11 minutes left here in the first quarter. Walsh with the football on second down. Kersher drops, now rolls, throws, catch is made, and finally goes down at the 30-yard line. So Walsh spreading out the Knights and looking to go with one-on-one matchups. From a coaching point of view, you go empty in order to try to find that best one-on-one matchup. That's what Walsh is doing right now. Now they have a man in the backfield. Quick throw outside, incomplete. And again, a throw towards Trey Bell goes incomplete. Second down and 10. Bell's been targeted. Quentin Walton also targeted early. Knights show a 4-man front. Warriors send a man in motion. Kersher dropping, looking, flushed again, throws, complete, sideline, out of bounds, or actually staying inbounds. A nice catch, an effort from Gabe Gardner, the senior wide receiver, gives the Warriors yet another first down. They will stay empty. This time trips to the top, to the wide side of the field. Kersher looking now, quarterback draw ahead. Looks like a gain of maybe 5, maybe more. See where the spot goes. Call it second and 5. Nice run by Kersher. Nice drive to open up the game for the Warriors. Kersher with a running back. Trips to the right. Drops, quick throw, and that's complete to the 5. Completed to Quentin Walton. So it will be first and goal from the 5 for the Warriors, who are off to a quick start. Kersher, handoff. And actually he's going to keep it himself and scores. Touchdown, Walsh. With 9:32 left in the first quarter, Ryan Kersher caps off the drive with a 5-yard touchdown. 6-0 in favor of Walsh Jesuit. Extra point coming from David Howersat. Kick is up. It is through. So Walsh strikes first. 7-0 Warriors. Great job by the Warriors there as they systematically went with spread. As I was saying earlier, what you want to do is spread a defense and go with the best one-on-one matchups. That's really what they're trying to do there. And they were quite successful. Very rarely showed anyone in the backfield. So the Knights line up to receive. Caleb Jones and Lamar Sperling. Ready to return. Walsh ready to break their huddle. Kick is away. Squib kick. Fielded by Jones. Jones breaks it to the 30 and a little over the 30. About the 31-yard line is where the Knights will begin. Ja'Kai Long, the junior, at quarterback. And again, he will have a couple different Knights in the backfield with him. But number 32, Lamar Sperling, is one to watch when the Knights have the ball on offense. The Buffalo commit has been electric through 5 games. Had a great game against St. Ignatius last week. And a little shift from the Knights. To Long, ready? Now toss. Sperling outside, patient, and is tackled. Looks like maybe for a loss. We'll call it second, and looks like they're going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. Clock runs, 9 minutes left in the quarter. In case you're just joining us, Walsh scored on their opening drive. Ryan Kirscher on a 5-yard keep. Long, shotgun. Throws outside. Caught. And it's on the turf. And it's going to be picked up by Walsh. Not that Lamar Sperling ever had control of the football. But that doesn't matter at this point. It's ruled a fumble. And Walsh Jesuit is going to have a short field to work with. Warriors offense. Now out onto the field. Justin Bremner in the backfield with Kirscher. Kirscher puts a man in motion. Now drops. Throws, short pass. And stopped. Made by number 5. Devin Bell on the coverage. And they're going to go quick. Warriors wasting no time as they step up for 2nd down. Kirscher rolling left. Feels pressure. Still feeling pressure. Martin in pursuit and thrown out of bounds. As he heard the big man coming. 52, Jason Martin III is another guy that the Warriors are going to have to take care of. He can always put pressure on the center. Needless to say, one of the better true nose guards across Northeast Ohio, simply because he really puts pressure. And flag thrown, looks like encroachment. Looks like it may have been Jason Martin crossing the line. So 3rd and 4 after the penalty. 8:14 left, first quarter. Bremner and Kirscher in the backfield for the Warriors. Kirscher calls, takes a snap, drops, feels pressure, steps up, rolls right, and is taken down by the Knights. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 4th down. Knights did a good job of flushing him out of the pocket, forcing him up, and then go ahead and pursuing the tackle. So they will go for it here on 4th down. Why not? You're inside the 30. Nothing to lose at this point. Kershaw checks with the sideline. Got to think this might be a pass play or a screen here on 4th down. We'll see. Kershaw fakes the handoff, throws outside, incomplete. Turnover on downs to the Knights. So if you're Archbishop Hoban, you feel good about the fact that you just dodged a bullet because the Warriors had a short field and all kinds of momentum, and you stopped them and you're going to get the ball back. 7:31 left first quarter. Knights will take the ball at the 27-yard line. Three receivers and a man in motion now. They're going to shift again. Crable across the formation. Handoff to Sperling. Sperling still stays up. Bounced off of the defense, kept his legs going. And after all that, maybe a gain of 3. Called 2nd and 7. 7:15 left, first quarter. You're just joining us. Walsh Jesuit took their opening drive down the field. Senior Ryan Kershaw with a keeper for 5-yard touchdown. And that's where we stand. Hoban had a fumble by Lamar Sperling to open up the game on their first drive. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Throw is deep. Catch made. To the 10. To the 5. Maybe down at the 2. Ball comes out. Picked up in the end zone. And they're going to say down. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like about the 2-yard line. Jay Crable on a long pass play from Ja'Kai Long puts the Knights in the red zone. Personnel changes coming from the Knights. Knights like to go with the Maryland I. We'll see if they go with that formation. Indeed they will. 3 backs behind Long, who's under center. Handoff. Sperling to the edge and is stopped. Pushed back to the end of the play. Momentum moving forward. Will spot the ball inside the 2. They may have given him a half a yard on that. 2nd down and goal for Archbishop Hoban. Again, Maryland I formation. 3 backs. Sperling, the tailback, and fumbled. Long is going to be thrown down, and things are just not going well for the Knights right now as they are pushed all the way back to the 5-yard line. And will face 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Called a loss of 3 on the play. Not always easy switching from being in the shotgun to being under center. And Ja'Kai Long may have found that out right there. He will now drop into shotgun. And Archbishop Hoban is going to take a timeout. And we want to thank you for joining us tonight. Walsh Jesuit up 7-0 here at home against the rival Archbishop Hoban. Thank you for joining the game of the week this evening. Again, perfect weather, great atmosphere. Glad you could join us. I understand not everyone can get out. If you're, needless to say, wherever you are, thanks. Thanks for letting us be part of your weekend and your evening. Ken James Heath here on the call with you. Across the land is proud to bring Northeast Ohio high school football. Nothing better. Nothing better than Northeast Ohio football. This is definitely one of the better matchups this evening. And we're just a matter of a few minutes in, and this has been, needless to say, an interesting game. 3rd and 5 for Archbishop Hoban. They go with a wing look, toss. Sperling trying to race it to the end and bounces into the end zone. Lamar Sperling puts the Knights on the board and draws Hoban 1 extra point away from tying the score. Joey Hardman ready for the snap. Junior Ryan Burns kicks it. It is up and good. We are tied at 7 with 4:57 left in the first quarter. So after the first drive ended quickly with a Lamar Sperling fumble, this time around, needless to say, interesting. One thing is for certain, Walsh Jesuits defense is going to key on Lamar Sperling, and they're going to force the Knights to throw the ball. And while people can point to the fact that Hoban's offense is getting better in the pass game, it's really built around Lamar Sperling. That's been very evident in 5 weeks. Good coaches see that. Needless to say, they create great game plans, and that's what we've seen so far. We'll see how the Knights adjust as we move forward. 7-all, 4:57 in the first. Ryan Burns ready to kick. Another squib kick. Fielded at the 20, 25, 30, 35, and just shy of the 40-yard line. Call about the 39 is where the Warriors will start. Favorable field position, again, for the Warriors. We'll see if they continue with the empty look or if they go with a more traditional back in the backfield. And Bremner right now looks to be staying beside his senior quarterback, Ryan Kirscher. 2-by-2 look. Little motion coming from Walsh. Roll to the left. Pressure. Throw is incomplete off the hands of Quentin Walton. Brings up 2nd down for the Warriors. Clock stops with 4:49 left in the first quarter. Second down, trips left for the Warriors. Kirscher now looks at the sideline. Checks with the coach. The senior calls for the ball. Step back. Quick throw outside. And a tackle made. Knights were all over that one. Number 21, Aiden Boykin on the tackle. He was all over that play. So a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for Walsh Jesuit. And will readjust their formation. Bremner once again in the backfield. Kirscher drops, steps up, feels pressure, throws. And just out of the hands of the intended receiver, that was Trey Bell. A little too high, and so punt unit will come on for Walsh Jesuit. Junior Parker Falkenstein back to field the punt for the Knights. He is also back there, it looks like maybe with Tyson Campbell. We'll have to double check that. Punt is short, wobbly, Falkenstein. Now to the Hoban sideline. turns it up the sideline and will go out of bounds. Looks like about the 43-yard line. We'll wait and see where the spot is. 7-all with 3:57 left here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us here across the land, presenting the game of the week. Archbishop Hoban and Walsh Jesuit. Battle of Akron rivals. Knight's third possession of the game. First one ended in a fumble. The defense bailed them out. Then they went down and scored rather quickly. A little drama at the end, but still they got in. Walsh Jesuit just forced a punt. So here we are with the Knights with the ball at the 45-yard line. Perhaps I need some glasses. I think it said 42 or 43. Needless to say, the Knights will take their field position at the 45. Again, shift in trades coming from the Knights. Handoff up the sideline and out of bounds. Number 0, Peyton Cook, the freshman, on the carry. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 as the clock stops with 3:46 left in the first quarter. Sperling in the backfield. Ja'Kai Long calls for it, rolls to the right, looks downfield, now cuts upfield. Thought about throwing the ball and goes down hard. Brock Sherman delivering the boom on Ja'Kai Long. Brings up 3rd and 6. Clock runs with 3:23 left in the first. The Warrior faithful excited for 3rd down. Let's see if they can influence the play here. Long drops, throws. Falkenstein catch, 1st down for the Knights. The junior Parker Falkenstein with the catch. Ball at the Warrior 42. A 1st down for Archbishop Hoban. Sperling in the backfield with Long. Long calls for it. Handoff. Sperling right up the middle and crosses over the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Another 1st down for Archbishop Hoban. Sperling hit the hole quickly and found all kinds of daylight. So another 1st down for the Knights. Clock continues to run. 2:13 left first quarter. 1st down and 10. Ball on the 29. Knights quite methodical in between plays. They will definitely eat clock and play conservative here. Handoff Sperling. Bounces to the left and picks up a couple before going down. Call about a gain of 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Minute 30 left in the first quarter. Sperling comes off. Last second substitution. Long drops. Surveys. Thought about running it. Now does. To the sideline. Sidesteps. Maybe a gain of a couple. We'll wait and see. But that is still going to bring up 3rd down. And that may be, there may be time for one last play here in the quarter. We'll wait and see. Sperling back in the game. Long. Has trips to the right. Single receiver up top to the left. Sperling in the backfield. Long. Calls for the snap. Handoff Sperling. And he is stopped. And the pile spills over. And good sportsmanship from both sides there. Just a gritty play. No one gets bent out of shape. The first quarter has come to an end. It will be 4th down for the Knights when we begin the second quarter. Hoban 7, Walsh Jesuit 7. Thank you once again for tuning in to the Across the Land Game of the Week. Both teams will march to the other end. As I mentioned, it will be 4th down for the Knights. We'll see if the junior comes on, Ryan Burns, to kick, or if they will go for it here. As we open up the second quarter. Again, a white out on the other side on the far side of the field for Archbishop Hoban, and a blackout for Walsh. And both of these student bodies have been ready for this one. So 4th down, a fresh 12 on the clock, and the Knights are going to go for it. Sperling up. Now Falkenstein in motion. Long, drops, looks, rolls. Rolling, throws, in zone, and incomplete. Turnover on downs. And we'll wait and see if there's any flags. And there are. There is yellow on the green. And it's going to go against the Warriors. Looks like a holding. .11:52 on the clock. So the penalty should provide the Knights with a first down. Now they move the chains. So it will be first down for Archbishop Hoban. And that's a half a distance penalty. So that's costly for Walsh Jesuit. 1st and 10. Ball is on the 15. We'll call it the 14. Long with Sperling behind him. Calls for the snap. Handoff. Sperling up the middle. Met at the 10. Falls forward for a couple more, but he is inside the 10-yard line. Called a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. 11:22 as the clock continues to wind. Seven all here. Beautiful night for football. The Knights are charging down the field. Toss outside. Sperling reads now outside. Tried to give the stiff arm and got tripped up by the turf. And he will be just short of the first down. Should bring up 3rd and call it maybe inches here. Generous spot given to the Knights on that one. 10.5 minutes left here in the second. Handoff Sperling, who had to climb over the pile. The Warriors went low, created a pile that Lamar Sperling had to jump over. But he gets enough for the first down. First down and goal, ball on the 3. 10 minutes left in the second. Toss, Sperling stutters, falls forward, and now pushed backwards. Walsh Jesuit defense standing tall. Be a second down. They're going to give him a yard, so second down and goal from the 2. Sperling will leave. Handoff, and Jones is going to fall short. Caleb Jones, the junior, falls short. It'll be third and goal from the 1. And the plot thickens. Needless to say, Walsh Jesuit's defense has been in a goal line stand here for about the last 3 minutes. Clock continues to run. 8:39. Jones in the backfield. And a plunge forward and touchdown. Ja'Kai Long on the keeper. 13-7 as the Knights take the lead. Burns for the point after. The junior, Joey Hardman, on the hold. It is up. It is through. So 1-score lead as Archbishop Hoban's Knights cap off a long drive and now lead 14-7 over the host Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Interesting that Sperling came out of the game and they went with Jones on a couple plays. Still got to give credit to the Walsh Jesuit defense. That is a tough position to be in. Couple penalties hurt them. But unfortunately, they weren't able to keep the Knights out of the end zone. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. We're pleased that 92 fellow sports fans have joined us for yet another game of the week. And that ball is fumbled. And a big hit from Tyson Campbell, who screamed down the junior. 5'11", 170. But he hit like a Mack truck on that one. Needless to say, Walsh Jesuit would have liked better field position, but they'll take what they get here. Warriors down 14-7. 8:29 left here in the second quarter. First down from the 24-yard line. Kersher calls for snap, drops, quick throw, and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Trey Bell. Bell and Walton have been consistent targets for Kersher tonight. So 2nd and 10. Trips to the left for Kersher. Single receiver. No audible. Roll. Kersher throws it, and he is brought down immediately at the 29-yard line. Catch is made by, looks like Quentin Walton on the catch. That moves the ball to the 30. 3rd and 4. And encroachment, also known as offsides, on the Knights. And that will give Walsh Jesuit a first down. Warriors on first down. Kersher, quick throw. Catch is made. Gain of about 5. That's been the go-to for the Warriors so far this evening. Kersher getting the ball out quickly. Short and quick passing game working for the Warriors, who are quick up to the line. 7:24 left, second quarter. Kersher with a handoff. Bremer breaks free up the sideline to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. He is out of bounds, just shy of the 10. Wait and see where they spot this, but a big run. Justin Bremner, the senior, motored up the sideline. Warriors waste no time. They go fast. Kersher drops, looks, now runs inside the 10. 5 to the 10 end zone. He is in. Or actually, are they going? Yep. Didn't see a bold signal from the official. But that is a score for the senior quarterback. And Walsh Jesuit is an extra point away from tying this ball game. And the Knights jump offside. And they'll move it up a little bit closer. Or maybe they won't. Looks like they declined. So we'll just have a redo of the play. David Howersott. Excuse me. That's Cooper Curta. My apologies. Looks like it's Cooper Curta. We'll double check numbers here. It's actually on the Warriors. So we'll move it back. I'll get this right sooner or later, I promise. Kick is, it's up and blocked. Knights get a hand up, so they maintain the lead by a point thanks to the blocked kick. 6:56 left, second quarter. Knights 14, Warriors 13. Well, again, we want to thank you. James Heath with you here on the Across the Land Game of the Week. Took a week off last week, and so we're glad to be back. A great game so far. While Walsh Jesuit did not get the extra point, definitely made a statement with what they did offensively on that drive. Senior Ryan Kersher with both touchdowns for the Warriors. A 5-yard keeper, and then a scramble off a broken play for a touchdown moments ago. All right. Gonna sort some things out here. Looks like And that's sportsmanlike on this, probably looks like the Walsh Jesuit sideline. Coach Nick Alexander having a discussion with the officials on the sideline. I don't think he liked what he heard. Looks like a sideline infraction. So rather than the 35, or excuse me, what? Ball is placed on the 25 for the kick. Jones and Sperling back to return for the Knights. Kick is up. Fielded at the 25. 40. And out near the 50, and flags fly in at the end of the play. Caleb Jones on the return for Archbishop Hoban. We'll sort this out. Chances are it's a penalty against the Knights with where the flags came in, but we'll let the officials sort it out and let us know. So 2 holding penalties against the Knights. 6:51 left in the second. So the first penalty was declined by the Warriors. And it will bring up a 1st and 10 ball on the 32 for the Knights. 6:51 on the clock here in the second. Sperling in the backfield. Ja'Kai Long. About 3.5 deep and a false start. A little bit of movement on the line. Knights lined unsettled, and they pay the price. So another 5 yards. First and 15 from the 27-yard line for Archbishop Hoban. Again, Sperling in the backfield. Long drops back. Looks to throw. Deep over the top and almost a catch. Falls incomplete. Looks like that may have been Peyton Cook, the intended target. Brings up 2nd down and 15. 2 receivers to the left with a wing and 1 receiver up top. Long, 1 to throw. Now does, and throws it low and away. Wise decision to throw it low at the feet of Jay Crable. But the Knights will face 3rd and 15. Clock stops with the incompletion. 6:47 is where we stand here in the second. Archbishop Hoban with a 14-13 lead. And facing a long 3rd down. Long drops. Waits for the snap. Quick throw and back to the original line of scrimmage, and we'll see a flag on the play. And that's going to be illegal touching. We'll wait and see what. Walsh Jesuit will decline the penalty. So we'll bring up a 4th down and 10. Burns on to kick it away. The junior does it all. Kick and punt duties. He waits the snap. It's a low one. He gets the kick away. Fielded at the 40. And finally, after the retreat by the Warriors, the ball will be down at the 35. .6:21 on the clock. Knights hold a 1-point lead at 14-13. And the Warriors back on offense. Their 2 touchdowns both have come on keepers from Ryan Kersher, the senior quarterback. He is flanked by 2 backs. Now looks to throw and feels pressure and a delayed handoff on the play. Looks like Brimner on the carry. It's going to be a loss. It's going to be a 2nd and call it 15. Warriors with trips to the right. They go with an empty look, which they went with early in their first possession. Kersher looking to get away. Throws and out of bounds. All kinds of pressure coming from Archbishop Hoban, and all he could do was get into the clear and throw it away. 3rd and a long 15. Incompletion stops the clock with 5:40 left in the second quarter. Hoban holds a 1-point lead at 14-13. Man in motion. Kersher drops, sets up the screen nicely. Blockers out in front, and a flag down on the play. Looks like it's going to go against the Warriors. They set up the screen nicely, but couldn't get away from the hold as they motored down the field. So we'll wait and let the officials tell us that. Wait for confirmation of the call. Conference on the far side of the field. And everyone starts to walk backwards, which is a pretty good indication of this being a penalty against the Warriors. We'll wait. As again, a conference on the far side. Coach Tim Terrell. Gets the explanation, and now we're back to action. It'll be 3rd and 15 again. A long 15 for the Warriors. Man in motion. And now we'll adjust. Three receivers to the right. And timeout taken by the Warriors after a little bit of confusion. Again, 5:11 on the clock. 3rd and a long 15 for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. It appears there may have been offsetting penalties earlier, which is why we're having to replay this down. But a 1-point lead for the Knights at 14-13. I want to thank you for joining us this evening on the Game of the Week. Hopefully, we're bringing you more. It's hard to believe we are on the back side of the high school football season. Week 6. Before you know it, it will be time for the playoffs. It's an exciting time to be a fan of high school football here in Northeast Ohio. Proud to be able to bring this to you. We want to thank Walsh Jesuit and the president, Carl Ertl, principal Sean Lynch, and especially athletic director Mark Hassman for allowing us to be on this evening. So the play gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up a 4th down and 10. Clock will roll under 5 minutes at 4:50 left in the quarter. Tyson Campbell and Parker Falkenstein back to return for Archbishop Hoban. Snap is good. Kick is away. Fielded inside the 30. Now brought out. Campbell makes a move. 45, 50. Down the sideline. He may go all the way to the sideline. He will tightrope it and get knocked out inside the 5. Junior Tyson Campbell with a huge return for Archbishop Hoban. And that's going to put them in business inside the 10. We'll wait and see where they spot. Actually, they're going to say he didn't tightrope the sideline. I stand corrected. We'll wait and see where they're actually going to spot this. Still inside the 20. Or so it would appear. But an electric return by number 1, the junior, Tyson Campbell. They'll spot the ball at the 17, 1st down for the Knights. Just what the Knights needed is a short field. Now they've got it. 2 receivers to the left. Long waiting. Hands off. Sperling met and falls forward. And maybe a couple on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down. And scoreboard says 9. We'll go with it. 2nd and 9. Clock rolling. Under 4 minutes left here in the 2nd. A little confusion on the sideline for Archbishop Hoban. Sperling, a late substitution, as he will run off the field. Long, with no back in the backfield, looks to throw, steps up into the pocket, now takes off on the run, inside the 10, to the 5, inside the 5, falling forward, and looks like it'll be the 3-yard line and a 1st down for Archbishop Hoban. Excuse me, yeah, 1st and goal. Ball on the 4 is where they'll spot it. Clock continues to run. 3:08 left in the 2nd. Again, the Knights will go with the Maryland Dye backfield. They're bringing in Jason Martin on the line as well. Crable, the single receiver. Sperling stops, keeps feet moving, and he is down at about the 1 foot mark. Close, but not in. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 2nd. Maryland Dye formation. Single receiver again is Crable. And plunge forward, and Long is stopped. Absolutely stopped by the Warrior defense. And Now it looks like there might be a fumble. At least that's what the Walsh Jesuit Warriors coaching staff is asking for. Clock continues to run, a minute 45. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Nice huddle. And haven't broke huddle yet. And Coach Tim Tyrrell walks down to the 15 and calls a timeout. Minute 24 left. Again, 3rd and goal, ball on the 1. Long went to lean forward, could not get the yardage needed. Hoban holds a 1-point lead at 14-13. Both of their scores coming from senior Ryan Kirscher. As they got out quickly, scoring on their first possession. And then answered the Knights taking the lead, but a missed extra point kept them from tying the game. So again, 3rd down, ball on the 1. I formation behind him. Hand off, Sperling end zone touchdown. The Knights offensive line creates a hole for all 3 backs to follow through behind Ja'Kai Long. The Knights take the lead at 20-13. Extra point to come. Ryan Burns waiting for the snap. It's down. Kick is up. It is no good. So the score 20-13. Minute 22. On the clock. Knights will tee it up. And a squib kick. Fielded at the 25, 30, 35, 40. And Burns is going to help take down the return man up to the 48, 49 yard line. And that's where Walsh will take over. Minute 16. On the clock here in the second. Open up 7. Kirscher drops, throws, and incomplete. Pass was intended for Trey Bell, and it falls incomplete. Walsh Jesuit quickly up to the line. Kirscher pressured, keeps dropping, throws the ball, completed, and ball came loose momentarily. Trey Bell on the catch. Pick up of maybe a couple. Be 3rd and 9 for Walsh Jesuit. Under a minute, clock continues to run. Warriors will have to run one more play here. Pressure from the Knights, and almost picked off on the coverage. Number 10, and once again, Tylen Boykin. And that will stop the clock with 36.2 seconds left in the quarter. 4th down. Empty look from the Warriors. Trying to get the Knights to hop off sides. The quads look up top, and a timeout taken by Archbishop Hoban. Needless to say, a shift into 4 wide receivers. A little bit of an exotic look. The Knights want to play it safe, not get burned on the 4th down, so they'll call a timeout. 36.2 seconds left, and 4th and 9 facing Walsh Jesuit. Friends, don't go anywhere at half. Everything will go quiet, but we will catch our breath and come back with the second half. Kersher drops, looks to throw, and it is incomplete. A turnover on downs. So 31 seconds still on the clock. We'll see what the Knights want to do. If they want to play it conservative with a 7-point lead, or maybe try to get a couple plays in and see what they can do. Knights have 2 timeouts left. So they would have enough time to get the ball moved down the field if that's what they would decide to do. First down, ball on the 49-yard line. And off to Jones. Jones, 30, 25, and will go down at the 21-yard line. Clock stopped at 23.7. Knights quickly up to the line. And the ball's loose now. Coach Nick Alexander wants him to wind the clock. That's not going to happen until they actually get the ball down. Now the clock starts to run. And a spike of the football by Jakai Long. Warrior coaching staff wanting them to wind that clock. But the exchange from the sideline, the football, to the spotting official went awry. So 19.9 seconds after the spike of the football. Long with Sperling to his right. Drops, looks end zone, throws. Catch is made by Crable at the 5. And a timeout taken with 13.7 seconds. Actually, I don't think the timeout was taken. Clock rolls again. And Long will spike it once again with 10.2 seconds. Looks like someone was going to call a timeout from the sideline. They did not. So, can't take them with you, but nice going the spike route. Long drops, looks to throw, does, end zone, and incomplete. A lot of contact there at the corner of the end zone. 5.6 on the clock. On 3rd down. And the junior, Ryan Burns, will come on. Knights are going to try to get some points out of this possession. Hartman. Down. Little shift by the Knights. Kick is up. Kick is no good. May have been tipped at the line. It's floated to the left. 1.7 seconds left on the clock as the Walsh Jesuit Warriors dodge a bullet. So timing for one play. We'll see if they kneel it and go to half here. Archbishop Hoban will receive in the second half. So that would have been huge. Possible chance to double dip with a score at the end of the half and then possibly looking for another one to start. But that's not going to happen. And Kershaw will take a knee. We've reached the end of the first half. The Archbishop Hoban Knights with the lead 20-13 over the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. We'll take a break here at half and come back with second half action. You're watching Across the Land, Game of the Week. Less than 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. Archbishop Hoban holding a 20-13 lead. Been a very good game, very competitive game to say the least. Hoban with a chance to put points on the board at the end of the first half, not able to do so, but they will get the ball first to start the third quarter. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Across the Land Game of the Week. As I mentioned before, week 6, hard to believe. We're on the backside of football season. These two rivals meeting tonight. Ryan Kirscher, the senior quarterback from Walsh Jesuit, with both scores, both on quarterback runs for the Warriors. And for the Knights, it's been a mix. But one thing for certain, the loud numbers that we would expect from Lamar Sperling really hasn't happened too much. He's had a couple of nice opportunities to run, but for the most part, the Warriors defense has done a great job of keeping him quiet for the most part. Passing game has been big a couple times for the Knights, as Long hooked up with Jay Crable on a nice throw down the sideline. But for the most part, these two teams, you can tell the coaches definitely put a lot of time into film study this week because they've been able to fill each other out for the most part. So 20-13 is our score. Again, the Knights will get the ball first to start the second half.
Women's cross country participates in the Malone Invitational. Our men's soccer program hosts Brexville Broadview Heights tomorrow. JV game is at 1, varsity game is at 3. And the men's varsity soccer team.
I want to say a special thanks once again to Mark Hassman and his staff here at Walsh Jesuit, allowing us to bring you the game this evening. Needless to say, it's a great opportunity. We're glad we could do that, and we thank you for tuning in this evening. As with anything, sometimes we're going to have bumps in the road with technology. I've gotten some reports about maybe some issues with our audio and video this evening. We apologize for that, but in the end, quality broadcast for the most part. So we're glad you stuck with us. So, but as always, we'll try to improve. Say the least. We're just getting started with this. It's all right. We'll do what we can. So we definitely appreciate you spending your evening with us. So we are moments away. Actually, 2 minutes away. Both teams out and stretching. And again, we want you to make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you like the game this evening. Needless to say, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see whenever we have more content, and that is coming. Right now, it's our live stream of games, but many things to come here on our channel. As I mentioned earlier in the pregame, a lot to be excited about as far as Northeast Ohio sports. If you're like me, you got through the day somehow. after watching the Browns win over the Steelers last night. If you didn't, that's fine. If you're a Steelers fan, I'm sorry that it probably was a rough day for you as well. But bottom line is, those that are Browns fans felt pretty good about getting through their Friday. Also, Guardians with a magic number of 5. Who would have thought that they would be in the position that they're in? But needless to say, it's a great time to be a sports fan in Northeast Ohio, and we'll be bringing you a little bit more content as we move along. But for right now, we're focusing on our live stream of high school football. So thank you for tuning in. So both teams ready to start the third quarter. Twenty to 13 is our score. Hoban special teams units will come out onto the field, and we'll get ready to start the second half. Sperling and Jones back to return for Archbishop Hoban. Cooper Curda ready to kick it away. My apologies to Cooper. I wasn't saying his name earlier. We'll give him all the credit after the fact. And that ball into the end zone for a touchback. Seven-point lead for the Knights. We wait for them to break huddle. They do and come out. Sperling in the backfield, and again, shift and trade from the Knights. They end up with trips to the right, man in motion. And a throw over the top. Catch is made. Sideline, and Parker Falkenstein with the catch. He goes out of bounds close to the 30. We'll see where they spot it. Actually going to rule him out at the 32. Big gain on first down. And the passing attack helps the Knights move the ball over the 50. And another first down. Long waits for the snap. Now a little counter action. And Sperling falls ahead at the end of the play. Nice gain, maybe 6. Call it 7. 2nd and 3. Ball on the 26-yard line. Just started the third quarter here at Walsh Jesuit. And then same play, different result this time. It looks like a loss of 1, maybe a couple on the play. That'll bring up third down for the Knights. Third and 5. Sperling next to Ja'Kai Long. 2 receivers, 2 each side. Long drops, throws sideline, end zone. Catch is incomplete. Actually, it was caught, but receiver was out of bounds. So fourth down for the Knights. Clock stops with 10:16 left in the third. Looks like the Knights will go for it. Fourth down. for Archbishop Hoban. They will go 3 receivers out to the left. 1 receiver to the short side of the field. Long. Looks deep. Now runs. And is brought down from behind as Walsh Jesuit gets to Ja'Kai Long for the sack. A turnover on downs. And a little momentum to start the second half for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. 2 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. A first down and 10 for Walsh with the ball on the 30. And we have an official's timeout. Looks like one of the officials might be injured on the play. And he will receive medical aid over on the sideline. It can be scary as an official because sometimes you get caught up in the play. Needless to say, I believe that's what happened. In this case, they're taking care of the official on the sideline. Hopefully we'll get back to action. Clock stopped at 10 minutes, 11 seconds. And the ball will be on the 30-yard line. Our official back onto the field. A little bit of a limp. But we are ready to resume play. It's not something you see every day. Walsh Jesuit, 2 backs, 1 to each side of Ryan Kirscher. Kirscher drops, throws, and catches made. Quick hitter gets him 5. Be 2nd and 5. Move the ball up to the 35-yard line. Quick to spot the ball. Kirscher looks, now quarterback run, and gets a couple, but that's going to be 3rd down and 4 yards to go for Walsh Jesuit. Knights lead 20-13. Clock winding down here in the 3rd. 9:17 left. Kirscher checks with the sideline. Checks once more. Calls the play. Dropping. Throw is incomplete. Once again, off the hands of number 3, Trey Bell, who's had plenty of targets this evening. So that will bring up 4th down for Walsh Jesuit. Kick is away on the pooch, and it will bounce to the 35 and be down there by Gavin Gabayer, the senior on special teams. And Archbishop Hoban will start at the 35-yard line. Knights break the huddle onto the field. 8:51 left, third quarter. Archbishop Hoban holding a 7-point lead as they take over at the 35. Man in motion, handoff, and that's not going to go anywhere. The freshman could not get upfield. Peyton Cook stopped for a loss in the backfield. Should bring up second down, and looks like 14. Walsh Jesuit read the sweep well. Clock continues to run. 8:15 left, third quarter. Ja'Kai Long takes a snap, quick throw, and his intended receiver, Parker Falkenstein, did not have a chance to turn around, so that brings up third down for the Knights. 3rd and 14. Clock stops with 8:06 left. Third down, and the Warrior faithful getting into it here. Long steps up, throws, and incomplete, and there was a flag on the play. There is a player down on the sideline for, it's like a Walsh Jesuit player down. So we'll have a pause. Pass was incomplete. There's a flag down near the 50. But more importantly, the Warrior player is currently down. Again, we want to thank Mark Hassman for his help with allowing us to bring you the game tonight. Thank all of you for joining us. Since we've had a stop in action right now. And a couple of Warriors going to go over and help their injured teammate here. Thoughts and prayers that we're able to have a good outcome on this. Kids battle so hard and work so hard. Shame whenever things like this happen. Good to see Trey Bell get up and walk on his own off the field. Meanwhile, on the field, a hold was called on the Warriors. It will be 3rd and 4 after the holding call. So still 3rd down. Shorter distance for the Knights. Again, they show pass with Sperling. Up, quick throw, batted in the air, incomplete. So once again, we're back to 4th down for Archbishop Hoban. Clock stops just under 8 minutes, 7:57 to be exact. Burns will come on, and the Knights will kick it away. Burns heels at the 28. Ready to kick it away. He does. High kick. And now takes a Walsh bounce back near the 50 and finally downed at the 47. An unkind bounce for Archbishop Hoban. So the Warriors will take it. 7:47 left in the quarter. First down and 10. The ball near midfield. Kershaws had success with the quick pass game. We'll see if they go back to it. As the Warriors really got moving the ball downfield and then kind of went away from it. They'll go two backs, one to each side of Kershaw. Drops, looks to throw, goes deep, over the top. Catch is made, but out of bounds. That would have been a huge play for the Warriors. Huge opportunity for the Warriors. Couldn't keep a foot in bounds. And the Warrior faithful not happy about that. John Keogh not happy either. He had a chance to make a big play. I think in his mind, he did make that play, but the officials say no. Clock stops, 7:40 left in the quarter. Second down and 10. Empty look. Kershaw, quick toss. And to the 50, 45. Over the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. It's going to be a third and maybe 2 for the Warriors. And the Warriors will get the first down. Clock rolls at 7 minutes, 10 seconds. A fresh set of downs for Walsh Jesuit. Archbishop Hoban holds a 7-point lead at 20-13. Kershaw drops, tried to set up the screen, perhaps, and a little hit after the whistle. No flags on the play. It'll be second and 10 for Walsh Jesuit. Knights got close, but not close enough. Kershaw doing a good job tonight when he feels pressure, getting to an open place where he can get rid of the football. Exactly what you want out of your senior quarterback. Kershaw takes a snap, drops, pressure from the Knights once again. Rolling right, rolling, and throws it away. It'll be third down and 10. The Knights getting close to the senior quarterback of the Warriors on back-to-back plays. Warriors on third down. Kershaw checks with the sideline. Coach Nick Alexander signals everything in. Big third down here for the Warriors. Kershaw drops, throws, catch made, and going to be shy of the first down. Keogh on the catch. It'll be fourth down and 4. So they got half of what they needed, and they'll hurry up here. Checking with the sideline. Coach Alexander gets it in. Kershaw, the senior, waiting for the snap. Drops. Here come the Knights after him. Rolls right. Throws. And incomplete. Turnover on downs as the Knights will get it back. Credit the Knights defense, especially that defensive line. They definitely got after it with pressure on the senior Kirscher. He, needless to say, is frustrated on the sideline. And the Knights will take over. 6:11 left, third quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. Sperling in the backfield. Offset from Ja'Kai Long. Handoff Sperling, left side, bounces off, and he is going to be taken down by the Warriors. Again, the Warriors doing a great job of keying on number 32, Lamar Sperling. Second down, they'll say he got back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Two backs in the backfield. Sperling and the whistle. And they're going to call a false start on the Knights. So that will push everything back to 2nd and 15. (20-13) in favor of Archbishop Hoban. 5:25 left, third quarter. False start pushes the Knights backwards. Sperling stays in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right for Archbishop Hoban. Little screen to Jay Crable. We'll call it a screen. Needless to say, it was an over route from Crable. The Knights will take it and get them half the distance here, so actually more than that. 3rd and 5, ball on the 38 after the catch by Crable. Clock continues to roll. Ja'Kai Long. Handoff Sperling, and he's going to get the first down and a couple more. Out to the 45-yard line, a first down for Archbishop Hoban. 4:21 left in the third quarter. Nice looking at their sideline, getting the play. Taking their time, getting up to the line of scrimmage. Long waits for the snap. Handoff Sperling. Sperling left side. Hits the sideline. 45. Tried to give a stiff arm. Finally goes down. Just shy of the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Knights. 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. Lamar Sperling starting to get some momentum. Been quiet for most of the night. Sperling in the backfield. Dominic Bush, the fullback, leads for Sperling, who falls forward out near the 40-yard line. Tough running for the senior, Lamar Sperling. It looks to be a 2nd and 6 after the run. 3 minutes left in the third. Archbishop Hoban in no hurry to get to the line. Bush moves to a wing, Sperling behind. Long handoff. Actually, no. Play action. Up top and incomplete. And a flag comes in at the tail end of the play. Nice throw from Ja'Kai Long and lots of contact. And some issues with the chains on the far side. We'll wait and see. They've got to set the chains to the far side first. Pass interference will move everything ahead 15. Results in a first down for Archbishop Hoban. 2:38 left in the quarter. A new spot puts the ball at the 25-yard line. Sperling remains in. We've seen Caleb Jones a little bit in the Knights' backfield. Bush, the fullback, now as a wing. Handoff, Sperling off right side and goes nowhere. Great job by the Warrior defense. Brings up second down as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2:20 left. Clock continuing to run. Hoban playing ball control right now. Long drop. Throws end zone. Catch is made. And a touchdown, but we're going to have an eligible receiver downfield. Looked like Tyson Campbell and Jalen Hightower for the Knights were both on and then went downfield, which is exactly what was called. Illegal man downfield will wipe out the touchdown, and a nice play for Archbishop Hoban. Minute 51 left in the third quarter. And we're going to wait and see. Now they're going to mark it off. For a second, I thought they might actually be picking that up, but they decided not to. Second and 15. Ball now on the 30-yard line. Hightower, Crable, and Falkenstein to the left for Archbishop Hoban. They set with the official. Ja'Kai Long to the line. Calls the play. Sperling behind him. Hand off. Sperling into the open. Cuts back and inside the 15-yard line. As the line parted, that'll be a first down for Archbishop Hoban. Minute 41 left here in the third. First and 10 for the Knights. Long checks with his line. Sperling behind him. Gets the ball, cuts back. And he will keep on his feet. And it's close to the 5. They'll blow it dead, probably the 6-yard line. Again, tough running from the senior. Second and 2. Under a minute left in the third. Crable out to the left. Maryland I formation for Archbishop Hoban. Sperling the tailback. Bounces back inside and doesn't get much, maybe a yard. 25 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd down and 2. So the Knights can actually get a first down. And the clock is going to wind down, and we will prepare for the 4th quarter. The Knights are knocking on the door at the end of 3, 20-13 in favor of Archbishop Hoban. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in as we enter the 4th quarter of tonight's game. Definitely appreciate you spending time on your weekend with us. Again, the Knights in a situation where they can get the first down inside the 5. As we are 3rd and 1, more like 3rd and 2. But we'll see what they do. They're showing that Maryland I formation with 2 fullbacks ahead of senior Lamar Sperling. But the 90-plus yard march to the other end. And the Knights look like they will keep their big personnel on the field. Three backs behind. Sperling into the end zone and touchdown. Touchdown makes it 26-13 in favor of the Knights. Extra point to come. Ryan Burns. The hold by Hardman is good and no. Wide and to the left. So the junior can't get it through the uprights. And it's still a 2-score game at 26-13. So it'd be interesting. Do the Warriors decide to go quickly with their first possession here in the 4th quarter? Got to think that they would need to have a sense of urgency here. Perhaps looking at more spread and trying to go with those one-on-one matchups that we saw earlier. Right now, though, they just are ready to return this kick. Burns ready to tee it up. Bremner, the senior deep. Squib kick. Fielded at the, line drive kick, rather. Fielded and taken to about the 36, 37-yard line to start. So decent field position for the Warriors. 26-13 in favor of the Knights, who just scored. Come out with Bremner and Kirscher in the backfield. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Quick throw to the sideline. The ball comes out. They'll roll it incomplete. Quentin Walton had it momentarily, and then it came out. So 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. 11:55 left on the clock. Snap, Kirscher throws, complete, 50, 45, and catch is made by number 11, Gabe Gardner, the senior, with a big play. First down for the Warriors. They're going to go quick. Trips to the right, single receiver to the bottom of the formation. And Bremner going nowhere, but backwards. Loss of a couple on the play. Ball is spotted on the 47. 2nd and 14. 11-17 as the clock continues to run here in the 4th. Kersher drops. Looks to throw. Downfield. Complete at the 35-yard line. Eric Pulaski. Third and 2. Check to the sideline. Nick Alexander signals in the play to his team. They need a couple more to get a fresh set of downs. A little option play, and they get the first down. Ball spotted inside the 30. Called to the 28-yard line, a first down for Walsh, Jesuit. 10:24 continues, clock continues to run. Kersher dropping, looking to throw, rolls right, throws, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 10:13 left. That'll be second down. Most certainly a sense of urgency from the Warriors. They go with an empty look. Kersher by himself in the backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. And quarterback run up the middle, and he is going to get a few yards before he goes down. Nice quarterback run as we come up on the 10-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 4 for Walsh Jesuit. Bremner into the backfield with Kersher. Kersher rolling left, throws quickly, and that ball is incomplete. It was in the hands of Walton and hit the turf. Ruled incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 9:43 left here in the 4th. More importantly, though, for Walsh Jesuit, it's 4th down. And down 13, you got to convert here on the 4th down. They'll check to the sideline. Ball is in. Big 4th down for the Warriors. Kirch. And it's incomplete. Intended for Walton. Quentin Walton just couldn't get to it. It's just out of his reach. So the Knights take over on downs at the 23-yard line. .942 left. Needless to say, if you're Archbishop Hoban, you still have to execute offensively to take some time off the clock. Still a lot of time left. Knights onto the field. Ja'Kai Long with Sperling. Actually looks like it's going to be Caleb Jones behind him. Handoff, run, and a few yards for Caleb Jones on the play. Crosses the 25. It would be 2nd down for the Knights. They need 6 yards to get the first down. 26-13. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth. Handoff, and not much there. We'll bring up third down, and probably about 5. Under 9 minutes left in the fourth. Long waiting for the snap. Handoff. Jones breaks it free. 50, 45, 40. Stutter steps. And will go out at the 30. Caleb Jones busts a big run for Archbishop Hoban. They're over the 50. They've got the first down. And more importantly, the clock is going to continue to run. Just what they needed. Caleb Jones getting it done. Under 8 minutes in the fourth. Handoff. Stutter step. Nice run by Caleb Jones. Caleb Jones. 5'9", 162. And the junior, when he gets it moving, gets it moving. Just follow the big bodies up front. As this game is worn on, it seems that the Knights have been able to run the ball a little bit better. Maryland die formation and bouncing outside, spinning, turning, and close to another first down is Caleb Jones. Call it third down and 1, as he's just short of the first down. Under 7 minutes. So a big third down. Knights with all kinds of momentum right now. Just need a yard. And a flag on the play. Or do we have a timeout? And they're going to give Archbishop Hoban the timeout, wave off the flag. 6:28 left in the game. It's third down, 1 yard to go for Archbishop Hoban. Caleb Jones has been the star of this drive for the Knights. Not much Lamar Sperling on this drive. See if the Knights go with their big package and try to get the first down. Needless to say, they're in no hurry up 2 scores. They have the 2 most important things. The lead and time is on their side. So we'll wait and see. Big package in for the Knights. Out to the right, single receiver is Jay Crable. And a plunge forward, and Long gets the first down. As he falls across the 20-yard line. For the most part, Walsh Jesuits defense has done some things other teams haven't been able to, and that is shut down Lamar Sperling at times tonight. But still, the Knights with a 26-13 lead at the moment. Handoff. And bouncing off the junior, Caleb Jones. And a flag at the end of the play. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Actually, a couple on the play. Hoban with the lead at 26-13. Let the officials sort this out. Unsportsmanlike. Looks like against the Knights. And that'll back things up a bit.
Penalties against the Knights.
So we'll wait for the officials to sort everything out. Again, we want to thank Walsh Jesuit Athletic Director Mark Hassman and his staff for helping us out. They've been great to us this evening. We're in the press box. We're not outside tonight. Out of the elements. A cold night of football, but a fun night. 26-13 is our score, fourth quarter. Well, we'll finally rest at the 20-yard line after the officials have a brief conversation. Two backs behind Ja'Kai Long. Handoff. Jones bounces outside. Stutter step. And close to the first down is Jones. Jones with that stutter step action. They'll mark the ball on the 13-yard line, 2nd and 3. Long handoff and run outside and inside to the 5. Ball comes loose and the Warriors come up with it. Caleb Jones on the fumble. And the ball will be spotted the 4-yard line. So Walsh backed up. They prevent the score, but their quarterback right now has his toes on the goal line. Quarterback run. And a gain of a couple. Kersher just trying to get out into the open. And more importantly, get his team a little further away from the goal line. Clock runs, 4 minutes left. Kersher throws over the middle. Catch made. Tackle made at the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down for Walsh Jesuit. Quickly, they're ready to go. 3 receivers to the left. Kersher dropping. Looks, throws deep. Over the top and incomplete. Had his man. Gabe Gardner was open and was just overthrown. Clock stops, 3:46 left. Be second down for Walsh Jesuit. Kershaw dropping, steps up. Nice pass. Great effort from Kershaw. And finally, receiver goes down off the shovel at the 45. The play made by Quentin Walton. Clock winds once again. 3:34 left in the game. 3 receivers to the left. Bremner with Kershaw in the backfield. Kershaw dropping. Feels pressure. Trying to get away. And now does. Gets the ball away. And the tackle made. A heads-up play by the Knights. Looked to be Ricky Williams on the tackle. Got to give credit to whoever that was. That was a heck of an effort play on both sides. But Ricky Williams makes the tackle. Under 3 minutes. Second down and 20, and whistle blown, and a timeout called by Archbishop Hoban. That'll stop the clock, 2:46. As we always like to say, no coach ever wants to see anything more than whatever, first, second, or third and 15. Most coaches would agree you do not want to be in a whatever down and forever situation, and that's what the Warriors are facing right now. It'd be a very long second down. See how Nick Alexander wants to attack this. Will he be aggressive? Or will he try to get this in 2 plays? (26-13) in favor of Archbishop Hoban. 2:46 left in the game. Warriors with a long 2nd and 20. Kershaw drops, throws, complete, caught at the 40. That's where they'll spot it. A gain of 5, third down, and a more manageable 15. Receiver did not get out of bounds, so the clock will continue to run. Third down, empty set from Walsh Jesuit. And encroachment on the defense. The Knights have had a couple of those tonight. Something tells me that they will be doing a little bit of drill work this week. And I'm sure once or twice the coach will say there's no excuse when the ball's right under your nose. But it happens. So we will play third down yet again. Kershaw. Ready. Gets a snap. Bobbles it. Drops back. Throws over the middle. Catch is made. Shy of the 50-yard line. Call it the 48. Under 2 minutes left. It'll be 4th down for Walsh Jesuit. Clock continues to roll. 1:35. Again, 5 receivers. Kershaw feels pressure, throws, and it is knocked away. Boykin on the coverage, close to what could have been a pass interference call, but the flag stays in the pocket of the officials. A turnover on downs with 1:19 left. We'll wait for the Knights to come back out on the field. So needless to say, a great game. Hate to see it come to an end. Both student sections were awesome tonight. Jakai Long under center. And the whistle blown. Timeout taken by the Warriors. As I was going to finish my thought, you hate to see the night come to an end. An entertaining football game. I think the Knights learned a lot about themselves, knowing that defenses are going to key on Lamar Sperling. You got to find other ways to win. Tonight, a couple times, that was a pass game. The other way that they won tonight is that they rested their hopes on the junior Caleb Jones, and he delivered. Albeit he did fumble inside the 10, but nevertheless, you have to prepare to have two backs as you move towards postseason. Got to be able to run the football and control the ball. And the Knights found out about something about themselves. As far as the defensive effort for Walsh Jesuit tonight, as I mentioned, not very many teams have been able to bottle up Lamar Sperling. They've done a great job of that. And a couple of key drops. Who knows, maybe some possessions go a little bit longer. But they'll find their identity. Have no doubt about that. And a long run from Lamar Sperling. And he is in for the touchdown. Number 32, Lamar Sperling. The Knights have 32 on the board. So no mercy from Archbishop Hoban. Rather than run it out, they run it into the end zone. Burns on the kick. Hold is down, and once again, issues on the extra point. So we'll stay at 32-13. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Again, we want to thank you for watching tonight's live stream. As soon as we know what the next game is, we'll definitely put that out there. But please, by all means, follow us on social media. Again, Across the Land podcast. You can find us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram. But most importantly, if you want to know when something's going to be on the live stream, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. And every time that we go to present something, you'll be in the know. So a 15-yard penalty will push the kickoff back a little bit further. Walsh Jesuit will make the adjustment. The returners at the 20 and 25. Bremner stands at the 25. Ryan Burns ready to kick it away. He does. Fielded at the 25. Walsh will return this. Strong return. 50. Almost to the 45. Strong return for the Warriors. And that's where they'll take over with 1:04 left in the game. But again, bottom line is, thank you for making us a part of your weekend, and hopefully it's a good weekend. We'll will it not be strange on Sunday? There's no Browns. Needless to say, some people don't watch the NFL on Sunday, period. But some people don't watch the NFL now because there's games during the week. So that'll be interesting. Throw to the sideline. Catch is made over the 35-yard line. Pulaski on the catch for the Warriors. Under a minute left. And vicious hit on the play. 40 seconds left. Walsh Jesuit trying to hustle up to the line. We'll see if they're going to run another play or not. They will. Kersher throws. Catch is made at the 35-yard line. Catch is made by Gabe Gardner. Ten seconds left. Empty formation. Kersher drops, throws end zone, and it is caught. And that's a touchdown for the Warriors. So the Warriors get the touchdown. (32-19). No time left on the clock, but we will have the extra point for the Warriors. Took a little while to get the ball out onto the field, so everyone aligns. Cooper Curta for the extra point. Snap down kick is up, and it is good. So your final score after the extra point, Archbishop Hoban 32, Walsh Jesuit 20. Little scoreboard issue there. It's all right. But needless to say, a very, very competitive game tonight. The late touchdown there for Walsh, so perhaps they will take away that positive. But again, both teams finding out a little bit about themselves tonight. Hoban walks away remaining undefeated, 6-0 with a 32-20 victory over rival Walsh Jesuit this evening. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank my lovely camera woman, Rita, who, needless to say, we do the best we can with what we've got. We're working through this process, but we appreciate that you tuned in. We know we're having some technical issues. We're going to continue to work through those things, but needless to say, quality will get better. We just hope that you hang in there and hang with us. Still a lot of football left. Looking forward to those opportunities to bring you games. As we always say, Northeast Ohio football, there's nothing like it, and any opportunity that we have to bring you some great games, we're going to do that. Our next game, we don't know. Again, please subscribe to our social media, as well as also subscribe to our YouTube. Final score, Archbishop Hoban 32, Walsh Jesuit 20. For this time, until next time, it's all good across the land. Good night, everyone.